Anime is coming back with a bang this summer, and the best way to watch it is with the OG streaming service Crunchyroll. God of High School, ReZero Season 2, Fire Force Season 2, and new Sword Art Online episodes are coming to Crunchyroll this summer and will be streaming in beautiful high definition on all your devices. Try Crunchyroll Premium right now for free with the link down below, crunchyroll.com/geekdom. Try it out and don't miss a single episode of all the new anime coming out. Plus, classic favorites from the past are still available on Crunchyroll. Hours and hours of anime at your disposal. Try it out. All right, we got chapter 63 drafts from the Dragon Ball Super manga from Toyotaro discussing the upcoming battle with Merus and Moro. Of course, as of right now, nobody really knows that Merus is an angel with the exception of a very small number of characters. Moro, of course, does not. I do have translations for you guys, courtesy of Kagari as well as Dragon Ball Hype. And I want to talk about these images that we have. Like I always say with these are unfinished drafts. Obviously, the line work is not done yet. The backgrounds are not done yet. And it's only a few pages. The full manga is usually about, 40 to 50 pages, right? Maybe roughly around there when we get it every month. And we'll be getting it this month on the 20th. So we'll have leaks and spoilers and whatnot prior to that. A full summary most likely, depending on what happens. But in the meantime, yes, let's talk about it. So Merus and Moro, here are the draft pages. And again, I do have some spoilers for you guys. Last manga chapter, not spoilers, but translations. Last manga chapter, of course, Goku felt the wrath of Moro as Moro just violently ripped through all the Z fighters that were there and put up a big force field surrounding the battlefield. But Merus showed up as an angel, opened up a portal for Dende to go in there, and also put on his galactic patrol disguise to confront Moro. So here we are with Merus confronting Moro here. Presumably this is going to be the very first chapter of the manga. This is probably, the very first page of this chapter of the manga. So this is going to be the very first page right here. Merus confronting Moro face to face. Let me zoom in a little tiny bit here, if I may. Don't want to go too far. Some conversations that I'm going to translate for you guys momentarily. It looks like the only people who are standing right now are Jocko, Merus, and Moro. I mean, nobody else is standing right here. They're all laid out. Of course, we talked about this at length in my video I did with Oppai Senpai about about this fight and about how we believe, or at least I believe, that it'll be a distraction so that Dende can heal up the other Z fighters so they can go ahead and go against Moro. I don't think that Merus will be the one to beat Moro, but again, that remains to be seen later on this month, or maybe even next month if the fight should go on beyond just one chapter. Face-to-face, Moro, of course, creating a big vacuous form of energy here, probably using that spirit fission move that he learned from Vegeta. So that may, of course, not work out for him. Here we have the barrier, of course, being open, and it looks like if I maybe my eyes are deceiving me, but it looks like right here there might be a little hole here, and that might be where Krillin comes in. But I also can't really truly tell what's going on with that because it may just be a big ki blast that he fires. It looks like Merus is going to be going in head on against Moro. Of course, like I said before, we do not know that if Moro and Merus, we don't know if Merus does not know that. Moro does not know that Merus is an angel, but that being said, notice that he's using a big stick here, using a big, like a Nioi bow, like what Goku has. The power pole is referred to in the dub, the Nioi bow in the Japanese version. Oppai and I talked about this in our video. Notice that every time that Merus is in his non-angel form, he always uses a weapon. He uses a gun, those rocket packs on his feet. He never uses his actual martial arts abilities and never uses angelic powers. Keep that in mind with this fight. That's why I think it could be a distraction, because it looks like although Merus has incredible speed and dexterity as an angel, as a trainer of Goku, notice once again he is not using his fist. At least not. I haven't seen the rest of the pages yet, but not yet. And to me, that whole rule about the angels getting involved and, you're not supposed to get involved in fights and whatnot that we've been talking about for the past, forever, really. For the past month when it pertains to this, but in the past talked about it, he's not using his real angelic power. I mean, if he did, he'd probably be able to beat Moro relatively quickly, you would think. But no, None of that here. Coming in, attacking Moro, looks like he blocks it here, using some really cool, I mean, I really enjoy this kind of stuff. He is swinging this stick at freaking Moro. And again, remember that even though he might not be using his physical powers like his strength and whatnot, he still has incredible speed, and he also has knowledge of Ultra Instinct. So really, if we're being real here, Moro's not going to be able to touch this guy unless Merus allows him to. Unless Moro has somehow gotten stronger than an angel, it doesn't appear that he'll be able to even touch Merus. And to me, in my opinion, that's really interesting. In my opinion, that's kind of cool, if you ask me. Because, like, you know, he may have to, like, sell like a pro wrestler. He may have to actually go in and pretend to be hurt just so he doesn't give away, you know, his real powers and who he really is. Because remember, only a small number of characters really know that he's an angel. Goku, of course, being one of them. Here we have him going for a punch, and again, Merus dodges. He's only going to hit him if he allows him to hit him. And it looks like during the fight, based on Moro's facial expressions, that maybe he's beginning to realize that this dude is not what he's cut out to be. He's not just some punk-ass, lower-class freaking Galactic Patrol guy like Jocko. He's got some skill. And again, not even letting on all of the skills that he truly, truly has. And then right here, boom! He catches Moro right in the jaw, spitting up, whether that be blood or spit, we really can't tell. Bam! Right in the freaking mouth. Moro goes flying back, extending the pole like Goku would. I really wish Goku would use it again, just for nostalgic purposes. We haven't seen him use it in quite some time. But having Merus swinging it around is pretty damn cool. And then here we have... and you'll notice Moro gets knocked back, and he uses his powers to kind of create a barrier to kind of lift himself back up again. And it looks like he is bleeding. I mean, he's spitting up blood here. His mouth is swollen. You know, he caught him right in the mouth, yo. So all that violence we saw in the last chapter, perhaps Moro may experience some of it himself. And I think that's the end of the images right there, that being the last one. So there's not too much there, but let's go ahead and go into some translations here. Of course, courtesy of Kagari and Dragon Ball Hype. Chapter 63 called Merus Resolution. So it says here, Jocko questions where Merus has been all this time. Merus apologizes to Jocko, noting many things have happened. Jocko says Moro is now way beyond what they can handle as Galactic Patrolman. Merus explains that he understands and that he's there to finish training. Training, Jocko asks. Son Goku's training, says Merus. So Merus is actually here to train Goku, which tells me that we might actually see Goku using the staff. We might actually see him using the pole soon. Maybe in the next arc, maybe in this arc. That's exciting to me. I would love Goku to use that pole once again. Jocko questions where Goku and the others have gone. Moro questions just what Merus is after realizing Goku and company are now missing. Where'd they go, says Moro. And then he says, I evacuated them away from the area. So that's interesting. It looks like Merus either teleported them or used some kind of ability to save them. Is that actual angelic interference? Well, I mean, Whis did turn back time, so maybe the rule for the angels is you cannot physically touch an opponent. Maybe they can move stuff around and reverse time and all that crazy stuff, but they can't actually hurt a mortal. That could be the rules. Again, guys, we do not have the angelic playbook. You're going to have people on the internet, on Facebook, on Twitter. You're going to have other YouTubers talking about how they know this. And I in the past have thought that I knew. We do not have the angelic rule book. Did I say playbook? I meant to say rule book. We don't have the rule book, yo. So we don't know exactly what the rules are. So perhaps it could be a thing where he just can't physically hurt a mortal, but he can get involved like by doing stuff like this. So Merus replies to Moro, telling him to stop fooling around while he dispels his barrier. As the barrier falls, Merus tells Jocko he's going to buy some time. We called it. Old Pie and I called it. I knew it was going to be like that. He rushes Moro and strikes him with his staff. Moro blocks and notes he can feel Merus's life. He can't feel Merus's life force energy. So that is the tip-off. That is the clue. And now Moro knows what's up. Which is because, remember, God Ki is different than regular Ki. And Moro says, right here, your identity is that of a god, right? Merus smirks, and then he strikes at Moro again. Moro then dodges, then goes to attack Merus again, who dodges and extends his staff to strike Moro in the face. Moro halts himself as he's tossed away, wiping the blood from his lip. I see, Moro says. He can't sense his energy. He has knowledge enough to know that. And because of that, folks, I'm going to give y'all a prediction. because Merus is an angel, he's probably not going to be able to take his power. The 7-3 abilities that Moro has may not work on an angel because they don't have the same life force, the same Genki that regular mortals have. Mortals have a life. We were born, we live, we die. Angels, however, don't die unless they are removed from existence. So because of that, there is no life force. It all makes sense. Moro is not going to be able to take Merus' energy. That is exciting to me. So that's kind of cool. Kind of cool. Again, I've said it before. I'm tired of Goku and the others having to rely on the gods, but I don't think in this case Merus is going to be the one to beat Moro, even though he easily could vanquish him. I think it's going to be part of Goku's training. We'll see what Goku learns from this. Goku, of course, making yet another mistake and another miscalculation with his use of Ultra Instinct with energy powering up. Merus is here possibly to teach him something else. We'll see. As of right now, though, not even Jocko knows that Merus is an angel. Like, you know, we might find out. Like, the whole crew might find out in this chapter. That remains to be seen. More spoilers coming up in the coming weeks, of course. This Saturday, I will have Chris Ayers here on the channel to do an interview with me live this Saturday afternoon. Be there, subscribe. If you are having problems getting my videos notified to you, unsub, resub, and hit the bell. YouTube notifications have been busted for a while. Do that, and then that way you will be notified whenever I upload. And I got tons more videos coming for you. Good ones, too, that I'm very proud of. I want to thank y'all for your support as always. And if you like this video, check out the Opie vid collaboration I did, which should be on your screen right now. And don't forget to check out some other videos as well, also on your screen, and some stuff coming like Chris Ayers on Saturday. The Voice of Frieza live with me. Thank you guys, and we'll talk soon.